Okay, so I'm going to explain to you how to track your bowel movements in the Dieta app now. So you come to the ad screen and you hit the bowel movements page, and you want to do this every single time you're going to have a bowel movement. So every time you go sit on the toilet, you do this and create a new bowel movement entry, and you want to make sure that its time is good. But if you're logging one from the past, you have to click here and go to the past and let us know when it started. Now, there's 6 characteristics you want to track about a bowel movement. The consistency slider starts in the beginning because this is a normal bowel movement, a normal consistency. But as we move it more to this side, this is more for a rock solid constipation. And we move it more to this side if it's more of a liquidy diarrhea. Difficulty to pass is from easy to extremely difficult. This would be you have to strain yourself a lot. 0 would be you didn't really have to try that hard. Now keep in mind for each of these sliders, some of them are gray, and then once you move them, they become red. If pain and smelliness are not things that are related to your IBS and you don't care about tracking those, just leave those as they are and you could still save your entry, and we just won't record any value. Once you touch it like this and it becomes red, now it's a 0. So now you're explicitly saying this was not a painful bowel movement, as opposed to leaving it blank, just doesn't know any information about it at all. You can also track the duration here, so if this occurred from 8 p.m. to 8:10 p.m., if you're interested in seeing how your duration is changing over time. Now, the reason why it's important to track all this information every time you have a bowel movement is this is the output of our data science models. So when you track your food and you track your bowel movements, we're going to assess the relationship over time of how the food you're eating is affecting all of these variables every single day. And for us to track this information better, it is extremely useful for us if you also take a picture of your bowel movement. Now, we know this is a kind of weird thing to say, but if you hit this button, you do add photos, and you take a picture of your stool in the toilet, we're building our own photo recognition algorithm to take a picture of your stool and assess a bunch of important clinical data from that photo. And as we get your photos over time, we can learn how all the different foods and medications are affecting your digestive health and compare you to other people so that you can learn from the experiences of others.